I pick my colors. Okay. Well, first I like to ask my customer what is the color that they would like to emphasize in the room. Let's say that it's a red. I start with a red background, and then I go from there. In this case, my customer wants a very dramatic palette. I started with a very subtle color, like a gray. Because I don't want, if I start with a black, then the colors kind of get lost there. So I started with a gray, then it's kind of neutral. I always start with complementaries. In this case, blue and orange. What could be more complementary, right? And then once I apply the complementaries, I start building my palette according to the families. In this case, orange. Then I'm gonna go in reds, yellows, and then once I create like a rhythm, I can break the rhythm with other colors if I want it more dramatic, like a black or a white. And then you start, they start building up. You start creating. It's kind of like a song. I'm gonna show you some examples. What I love to use is pigments. I do a mix with my pigments. I do like varnish. I use a lot of different. Actually, I started doing it by accident because I started pouring all my products in a bucket, and then finally I got something that was kind of stretchy. But this is because the pigments they come in powder, and they're very, very strong. So that's why you're gonna see stronger colors. If I want to make them a little bit transparent, I just add less pigment to my mix. I'm gonna show you these examples. I started with this is a rainbow, of course, the most popular. This is gonna be my dramatic palette. I just started this one. This is gonna take me about, my God. Every line takes to dry about 24 hours, and I cannot put the lines together. They have to be very separate. Otherwise, they start calling each other, and they start becoming a mess. They kind of get drunk. Okay, this palette is already taking shape, and as you can see here, I have a lot of, I have a complementary here, complementaries, and then you're gonna see the same family. I broke it here with something more dramatic. This is gonna be gold. I have to find my gold pigments. I have to find a gold pigment, which I have to look for. It's harder, but we're gonna find it. So then you see here already the drama. I love it. These are 2 commissions. These are gonna be gorgeous. These are gonna be long. We're gonna work with long canvases this time. There will be an answer, let it be. This is just an experiment, but sometimes you have to have breaks in your mind and do something different. Otherwise you'll go crazy. And this is gonna be for my shows. This is a big canvas. I think it's like a 48 by 60. I love it. The colors are starting to take shape. Here is like a dramatic one, black and white, but you see how the palette is kind of, subtle. I want to see more dramatic, subtle, and then boom, like a black, white. There's accidents. A lot of accidents happen. Like here, it's a little bit messy, but it's gonna, look at this. And to fix that, oh my God, many layers and layers and layers, because otherwise you can see the imperfections through the paint, because pigments let that happen. And I wish I could paint more, but I don't have any more wall space. But this is what I have now. So I hope you liked it, and we'll see how this is gonna be interesting.